Morning everyone. Another nice day, looks like. Yeah, no clouds. I think we're going for about 27 degrees today. And it is just 19 at the moment. So not too bad. Yeah, no clouds. All good. So a bit of action yesterday. I had the Sparky come and do the PowerPoints for these heaters. So they're all tucked away, they're all plugged in at the moment, or on and everything. You don't have to have any cables. He also replaced this one. I just went and bought the PowerPoint because this side here wasn't working. You'd have to wiggle the thing, so a bit dicky in there. And then inside, just where that little tabletop dishwasher is, same thing, same PowerPoint, but it was this switch. You could turn it on, but it wouldn't quite turn off. It just wouldn't click. So he changed that. These are 15 amp sockets. So these heaters are only 1800 watts each, but I can go up to 3.5 or 3.4 kilowatts if I want to upgrade the heaters at a later date. So they're on their own circuit, each PowerPoint, direct back to the power box, which is out there just on the other side of the gate, and separate line for each one, and each one is on its own RCD as well. So yeah, he knocked it out yesterday. He got here about 7:30 and didn't leave till about 1 o'clock, I think. I gave him a hand, but all good. And then on Monday I've got the plumber coming to remove that gas line. That's from the old gas heater we used to have hanging up there. So he's coming Monday to do that. And then I've got to patch up that hole. And then I've got another 4 litres of paint to repaint these ceilings. This one's all right, just that one needs a touch up, and then a little bit down. We ran out of paint when we were doing it, so I just got another 4 litres. So we'll finish off what we're doing and then patch that up, and I've got a few other little things to patch up as well. I'm going to clean that out with a compressor because I haven't cleaned the toaster out for a while. What else happened? Oh yeah, these blinds, these outdoor blinds here, we're going to get them recovered. You can see it's all faded all through here. You can see that there is pretty bad. This one's the worst one. It's just white pretty much, this one. You can actually see it. You might not be able to see it, it's a bit dark, but up on the roll there you can see it's like a totally different colour. That's the inside and that's the outside. Yeah. So I had a guy come around to quote us to recover them because there's nothing wrong with the mechanisms themselves. So they're just hand cranked, they're not motorised or anything. And he gave us a price and I was like, oh yeah, that's not too bad. That included, what are these boys doing? Oi, stop. That included them coming here, taking them down. I think that was $200. I can take them down, no dramas, but they're 4.2 meters long, each one. This one's only 3.3, but these two are 4.2. So they're not gonna fit on my car. So I was gonna do it and then take it to them to recover, but $400 extra, they come and get it, take it, and then bring it back and reinstall everything. So I was like, nah, just do that. I'm not gonna go buy roof racks. Roof racks are $300 and yeah, I can't be bothered. And then he came and he goes, oh, how about upgrading to some new blinds because we've got 50% off at the moment. So we were kind of talking about that because these are 10 years old and they've all started to fade, plus the technology is a little bit better now. So all that's starting to fade, all this fascia and all that. So he gave us a price and I talked the missus into it, and so what we're going to do now is totally strip these out and they're going in the bin, and we're getting some new ones. So the new ones are, instead of this round tube, it's got a like a rectangle, very strong rectangle, because what happens to these, this one is the worst one too. You can see here, these used to go right in. See the edge of the material now is right on the edge of this, and these used to go, when they were new, they used to be almost all the way in. So what happens, they shrink. But he said what happens is when you lock them, because they've just got these stupid pins to lock them in, and when you crank it up, it bows. And this one actually you can see, probably won't tell in the camera because it's the camera lens is like that, might exaggerate it, but I can see it, it's all bowed. So it changes the shape of the material, and this one on this side, it doesn't even do this. It's like that. There's a massive gap and you can feel the wind coming through. So the new ones we're getting are half the size of this gap. It's only like that. It's got weather stripping on either side so it seals, and instead of just flapping around, because that's all you hear when it's windy, these are a zip, and they zip into a channel in here, so they don't flap. They're they're locked into the channel, so heaps better. Same hand crank. I don't like electric stuff. Even that big awning we got, that's hand crank as well. I just don't like electric stuff, because if something goes wrong, that's normally what it is the motor. So yeah, so that's a bit exciting. So I'm going to go today and pay the deposit, and then I think the new blinds are about 6-8 weeks away. So we should have them by Christmas. They should be in by Christmas. He seems to think it's closer to 6 weeks, so that should be sweet. So this outdoor area is going to be really nice in winter and summer. So yeah, it'd be really good. I mean, looks wise, it's not going to change, but functionality, it's going to be a lot better, and they won't be faded. Then the next project I just bought 10 minutes ago is a new aircon for this shed. This thing I've had for 10 years, and it probably hasn't worked for the last 5 years, and I bought it second hand. So I don't know how, it's a good 20 years old now, I'd say. There's no dates on it that I can see. So that's going to go, I've got to take that down. That's what this video is going to be about, is getting that out. I've got to take all these airplanes out, and that light probably I'll just hang up a bit more, because from memory it's very heavy, this thing, and I'm just getting over a bulge disc in my back, so if it falls, it falls. I don't really care. But what I'm thinking is get this here, and maybe I did have a plastic crate, a yellow one somewhere. It's hiding somewhere, but some kind of box that I could just slide it out and rip it out here, and it might just drop a little bit and then be on wheels, and then I can take it, because the new aircons, I bought it from Appliances Online. If you're Aussie, probably know what that is, but if you're somewhere else in the world, it's pretty cool. Pretty cheap prices. I got it for $200 less than what I can get it for here, and the shop that's next to me doesn't even have it in stock, so I'd have to travel, I don't know, 20 minutes away to go and get it. And paid like $899 for it, and I ended up getting it for $740 or something like that. It's a 3.9 kilowatt. That's 5.1 kilowatt. To get the equivalent is about $1,200, and I didn't want to spend that much, so I got a little bit smaller, which I think will be right, because I remember this one when I had it, it'd get this shed down to 16 degrees in summer. So I think 5.1 is probably a bit overkill for this place. It's all insulated. So I don't think it needs 5 kilowatts, so hopefully 3.9 should do it. And it's rocking up tomorrow, and they also take your free aircon with them. They'll take that for free. Whether you tick the box or not, the price doesn't change, so it's not like it's built into the price or anything. So yeah, so they're taking that, so that's got to come out today, so I can get it out the front for these guys to take tomorrow. That's a good thing about Appliances Online, is almost everything they sell is next day delivery. It's probably not a big deal if you live in America or whatever, because Amazon. But in Perth, if you look up where we are on a map, that's a massive deal. It's like we live in Antarctica, pretty much. So yeah, to get anything next day in Perth is pretty good. You get pretty excited about it. Yeah, the boys are looking good. I gave them a haircut last week. Yeah, so that's going to be the task at hand today. I won't film like the whole thing, but I'll just film a little bits and pieces. And I kind of remember putting it in. Like I said, it was 10 years ago, but from memory, it was this outer case stays in there, and the internals come out, and then you take the outer case out. So we'll try that. It's the new one I'm getting is exactly the same brand, but physically I don't know if it's the same size. It's definitely smaller, cooling, and it's not a heating. This one is a heater and a cooling and heating. This new one's only cooling. So exactly the same brand. I don't know if it's going to be the same size. It's not an issue. I'll just put it wherever it lands, and then just block up the hole, because I made all this bracketry and everything goes out in the back shed as well. We're going to have a look at that. So it's just this bit, that bit. So it's all Celastic down too, so that's going to be a bit of a headache. Alright, so it might give me a chance to clean up in here too, actually. Okay, so I got the faceplate off. I actually cleaned all this the other day. I sprayed like a detergent in there to clean all this because I was just hoping to fix it, but it didn't do anything. So I took that faceplate off. There was one screw there just holding the surround, and then I think it's just that thing. Mate, that might be it actually. No. No, there's definitely something else holding it. Can't see it. Unless it's at the back, I'm not sure. But this bit stays, and this tray is meant to come out. Yeah, that's definitely not going to come out. Nope. No screws there. Let's go on the back and have a look. That'll be good. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's just for that. No. Maybe on top. No. I'm just wondering if there's some glue and this foam stuff. I'm just wondering if that's holding it in somehow. But it shouldn't be, because that's the tray. This tray should just... I don't want to go pulling it apart too much. That might do it. It's going up. It's definitely tight. There you go. There we go. It's glued. Okay. Well, not glued, it's the foam. There we go. Okay, that's got it. It was just the foam that I used to seal it. Alright. That's heavy. I can feel it already. I'll just leave these here in case I need them. So, I used to have... I sold it, yeah. You know my scooter that I used to have here on that pump lift? That would have been spot on. Put it up here and pump it up, but I got rid of it. That's okay. We'll make it work. And I used to have a crate. It was a yellow one. I used to keep my beer bottles in it. That's gone as well. Alright. We'll go and find something else. 2 seconds. Alright, let's try that. Hopefully it's heavier on that side, because it's not going to quite fit on that chair, and I can't get this over anymore. Yeah, this is gonna... I should really have gloves on, but maybe if I go like that, that might be better, just to catch it. There's no way I'm lifting that on my own, and I don't care if it falls. There's not much holding it on. It's got to be coming soon. Here she comes. Oh yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, it's a lot bigger than the chair. Holy shit. Okay. It's gonna drop in a minute, big time. Okay, that's down. There we go. Whew. Yeah, there's no way I'm lifting that. What damage did we do? That chair did nothing. Don't need that. I've got to get all this off now, and I've elasticed. I don't know how that's going to come off, but that is just elastic hard around there. I also want to make a modification to this because I've done it. I've set this dead level, and you shouldn't be. They should be. Oh, what's that? That's not grease. That's like 10-year-old uncured elastic. Oh, it smells like grease. Must be leaked out from the aircon. Yeah, that's weird. It's all over there. Yeah. So yeah, what I want to do, that's really gross. I wonder if that's what's not working. All the grease fell out of it. Anyway. Yeah, so what I want to do is probably have to plug the welder in and run it here. I think it's got only 15 amp. Oh, that's just when you, all I want's the power cable. No, that's gas. Oh man, this is really annoying. No, it's not. It's a 10 amp plug. Oh, that's good. Is it? Yep. Sweet, okay. So that's what I might do, is just set that up here, plug it in, get the angle grinder and cut these struts here. And I just want to cut like 2 centimeters out of it, and then the whole thing can drop, and it's on an angle facing back that way so the aircon can drain. I made it dead level. I thought that's what you did, but 10 years ago you don't know. Oh yeah, some more screws there. So I'll get this out first and then we'll get onto the welding. You don't use elastic to glue your aircon down, just use screws. I don't even, that was a lot of work to get that off. It was a quiet install. It was pretty good. Didn't vibrate or anything. It's probably because it had 4 kilos of elastic holding it down. I got it out, but what a mission. It buggered my bench up. I didn't realise, but it like smashed the top big time. Smashed that. So yeah, that was an effort. So what I want to check. Yeah, see, it's bang level. So I want to take what's the smallest tape I've got? Probably that. Actually no, what I might do is get the angle grinder, rather than cut it to halfway down. I might just get the angle grinder, snip that, and just take 10 mil out, 20 mil, something, just to sit it backwards, and that should fix that problem. I'm thinking I might leave this elastic on there That way the new one's got something to sit on. And I'm going to go inside soon and look up the specs and just see what the cutout size is to make sure that this is okay and I don't need to modify it before I go cutting them and then doing it. So yeah, I can do it all in one hit that way. But yeah, I'll go and check the size and go from there. So I've also cleaned out that shed a bit because I couldn't walk in there. Yeah, so that's heaps better. I can actually move around. But yeah, that was heavy. I couldn't lift it. I just let it drop from that thing to here. I don't know if it damaged. I worked out what that grease was. That was we put that on the tray at the bottom so that the unit would slide in. I think we were having dramas with it sliding in, so we just put some grease so it just easily go in. So that's what that was. Wasn't too much on there in the end. It was all right. But yeah, that was hardcore. That I wasn't even going to try and attempt it because I know I'd put my back out for another week, so I just let it fall. Whatever, it's broken. I'm hoping the new one's not so heavy, but I mean the new one's 4 kilowatt and that was 5, so I can't see it being too much different in weight. So might have to wait for a little while. Got some people coming around on Saturday night for dinner, so might get them to give me a hand lifting it in on Saturday. But we'll see how we go. All right. Yeah, so the new one's 50 kilos. That one must have been more than that because it was way bigger. So we got 660 across. So that's spot on. That's the main one. 428. It's exactly the same. I'm glad I stuck with the same brand. Yeah, it's bang on. And 700. Yep. Oh well, that's good. So there's no modification to the size of it, but I will drop it so that any moisture in there runs out to the drain thing at the back and then out there like the last one did. Except I don't know how well it drained, but it's nice and solid anyway. It runs all the way down to the floor and plenty. So yeah, I'm just going to zap those two off and take 10 mil out and then just re-weld it. So I won't film it because there's going to be sparks and shit going everywhere and I don't want to fuck my camera up. So yeah, I'll just do it and I'll get back to you in half an hour, I reckon. It shouldn't take too long. Alright, I've got some extreme welding going on here. So I've cut a bit out, this about that much, like that. So what I'm going to do, I've just cleaned up these edges with the grinder, and I'll get the welder. I'll pull down. I've got the bricks just to weight it down a bit, but that's heaps. That'll be enough for the water to go backwards anyway. And it's going to go. I think that corner's going to be lower. A bit hard to see, but I'll make one. Yeah, that corner's lower, so the water will go to this corner and then drain. I think it was the other way around on the other one. Yeah, maybe I'll make it this corner because they're going to be the same aircon. Oh, actually, you can move it. You can move that thing. It's here. That's it. So that can go on any corner, and that's your drainer. Alright, no, change of plans. This will be the lowest corner. Done. And yeah, I just want to tack this up just on this side, and then I can get rid of these bricks because I've already fallen once, and I don't want to hurt myself. Alright, back soon. Righto, that worked out pretty good. So we've got, I just tacked them. There's no need to weld all the way around it. It's all the weight's down anyway. It's fine. So we got full that way, quarter of a bubble. That's okay. I think we've got a bit more on this side. Actually, go. Yeah, quarter of a bubble. About half-ish. And then across, we've got 4 going that way. So that's going to be the low corner. which is where that's going to go. So good stuff. I just sprayed the welds with this stuff here, Cold Gal, I think it's called. I think it's a weld rust and corrosion, fast drying, bright silver galvanized finish, yeah, just to protect it from the rust, that's all. But that's all done, I'm pretty sure. So that's a bonus. The new aircon's exactly that size, so I don't have to change anything. I've got power here, that's always been the power for the aircon, so the new one will just boom, straight plugged into that. And all good. Yeah, there's nothing much I can do. As far as vibration dampening, that dried Celastic's going to be enough. So the new one should really just go straight in, exactly like that one, like the old one. So should be good. Yeah. All right, I'm going to clean up, and I've got to go get some fuel for the whippersnipper, because we got a block in the city, and we got told off yesterday because the weeds are too high on it. So I'm going to go get some fuel. My blower is petrol. That's the only thing petrol 2-stroke that I've got. So what's the dogs crying for? Oh, you want to go inside, mate? You know you can go through your doggy door. There you go, mate. Yeah, I've only got the blower that's 2-stroke, so I only go to the shop and buy 5 litres of fuel at a time. But I'm out. I filled it up yesterday and I'm finished, so I'm going to go and get 5 litres of juice, and that'll be enough for my the blower and this whippersnipper. My old man, he finds whippersnippers all the time on the side of the road and fixes them up. He's a mechanic, so yeah, he sold a few of them, but right at the moment he's got 3. He's got his plus 3, so he's got 3 that he's found and fixed up, puts new carbies, fixes them up. So I said if I could borrow one, and I'll just keep it at my joint, and that way whenever I got spare time every couple months I'll just zip down and go and mow them. So that'll be good. Yeah, but I've got no fuel, and he doesn't have any fuel, so I'm going to go get some fuel. And I've got to go and pay the deposit for these new outdoor blinds as well, and I might get a coffee while I'm out too. So I'll bring the camera with me anyway and see what we do. I want to try it out in this view out in the car, because I do want to take the Tirana for a drive before it starts getting too hot, because today's going to be 27, so I wouldn't even bother driving it today. It's going to be too hot in there. So yeah, there's a couple cooler days coming up next week, so I definitely want to take it out. But yeah, as far as the aircon goes, I think we're done. Yeah, that's all I can do really to get ready. I'm going to get it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't think I'm going to be able to install it, because I don't think I can lift it on my own. So like I said, we've got people coming around Saturday, there's a couple of dudes, so might be able to hoik it up with 2 or 3 of us. I'd say one or 2 persons from the back, probably 2 people to initially get it up, and then someone go around the back, and then I think that's the best way to do it, and then just slide it. Once you've got it, the hard bit's getting it up on that ledge, but once you got it up there, should be fine. What's going on, mate? Hey? What's going on? You good boy? Your brother went in and you came out. What's going on? Alright, well I'll leave it at there. I'll do another video once the aircon goes in. I won't film the installation, I'll just film the finished product. There's nothing, it's not going to be as exciting as taking that one out on my own. So yeah, all good. Like I said, I'll go for a quick drive. If the footage comes out alright, I'll include it in the video, if this view angle's okay. But if not, I'll just can it and leave it here. But yeah, cheers for watching, we'll catch you next time. Alright, I reckon I was just having a quick look on my phone, the view through this camera. I think I'm a bit too high, so I'll try and scooch down a bit. Hopefully you can see a bit more. As you can see, it's bin day around here, and as usual we managed to fill the recycling bin up full of cardboard once again. Crazy. Yeah, so yeah, I was going to head over to, I'll probably go and pay this deposit for the blind. Do that first, get that out of the way. I had to go to Bunnings for some reason, but No, that's right. No, I went there a couple of days ago and they didn't have it. What I was after, so no, it's cool. Won't have to go to Bunnings. But there is a service station I'll get some petrol from. He's always cheap down there, so I will go and see him. And I've only used a quarter of a tank, but I want to fill up. I just might as well fill up the car, and then 5 litres for the whippersnipper and the blower. I used to siphon the petrol out of the car, but it was just these new cars. My old cars, the old Tirana's pretty easy to do it, but these new cars, I think they got flaps and stuff in the way, so it's a bit hard. And then I started disconnecting. I made up a hose, disconnecting the what's the name? Because when the Tirana had a carby on it, so the fuel pump was only 12, or it was regulated down to 5 psi. And I made up a joiner and a big long hose. I disconnected it off the carby and just turned the ignition on, and I could just fill. It was like having your own Bowser at home, I suppose. You could just put your pipe in the 5 litre container and turn the ignition on the car, and the fuel pump would run, and you could just fill up your 5 litre jerry can. It was pretty handy. But now the Tirana's fuel injected now, so it's got a 50 psi or something like that pump. So a little bit too much pressure to be mucking around with. And like I probably only did it once a year. 5 litres would last me a good year on the blower. It's not like I use it every weekend or anything. But now that this is the second warning we've had for this block that we have in the city there. I don't know how many warnings you get. It was a long time ago we got the first one. I went there about 2 weeks ago. I thought I better go, and the weeds were about my height. They were quite high, so I sprayed them. So they're probably looking like they're dead now, but still not good enough. They want it cut down to 50 mil. 50 mils 2 inches. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to get it. I was going to go and buy a whippersnipper, but then I remembered my old man's got those. He's got 3 hanging. He's always got stuff like that hanging around. So I'll go and get one of his. I'll see how long it takes to do, and if my back holds up, then I'll just keep doing it. And I'll only have to go once every like 2 months. And during summer, I probably wouldn't have to go at all. It's only really during winter when it rains the weeds come up. So yeah, and if that doesn't work out for whatever reason, I'll just get a lawnmower man to come past, and I'll just get him to go during winter, or every 2 months or whatever, and just give it a whippersnip. And that should keep everyone happy then. I think I know who it is complaining, because the council don't really drive around. They only act on complaints. So I think I know who it is. So I'll make sure when I go and do the whippersnipping that I do it at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And that way they can kind of wish they just kept looking at the weeds rather than getting woken up on a Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, because on a Saturday you're allowed to make noise like that at 7. On a Sunday it's 9. So yeah, I'll make sure I go bright and early on a Saturday. If you go down this road, Badgegarup I think it's called, heaps of sick houses in there. It's more like horse if you got horses and stuff. But yeah, if you're into your big properties, 10 years ago you would have bought a house in there for like 250, 300,000 on like really big property. Now anything half decent, that you'd probably still have to spend another 100 grand redoing a bathroom and a kitchen. You're looking upwards of 1.2 mil now. Just since this area has become more like a suburb rather than the outer suburb. The prices are just skyrocketed on that side of the road there. I think we came riding through this park as well when I was recording that one time as well, all through here. Probably give my back another week and I'll get back out on the gravel bike or the e-bike. Apparently that's meant to be coming, today's Thursday, it should be here tomorrow. They sent it last Friday, and he sent it express, business to business or something, whatever that means, but that's what he said. So yeah, it should either be at the bike shop today or tomorrow, I'm hoping,
and the bike shop guy, when he found that out, has booked it in for Friday about lunchtime to build it. This is the new one. So yeah, if it's not in, it's not in. He's not going to, obviously can't build it if it's not there, but he'll just use that slot for something else. But he has slotted mine in to. Oh, that's nice. No need to use indicators or anything. Yeah, so he has slotted mine in to go in tomorrow arvo, and he said if it does get here either today or tomorrow morning, and he can work on it tomorrow afternoon, I should get it back tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, that'll be good, because he's had it for coming up 3.5, almost a month he's had it, and I had it for a week, and he's had it for a month. So yeah, what can you do? They've been pretty good about it. The mob in Melbourne, really good. So last time I talked to him was Monday, I think, Tuesday, and he said that he'll pay for all the exploratory work that they've done on the old bike, and they're also going to pay to, because I swapped the handlebar grips over, I swapped the seat post, I had a suspension seat post on it. I got $25 worth of armadillos in each tube, so I don't want them to throw that out or send it back. I want my original tubes on the new bike. A bell, because for some reason the bell didn't come with the bike. There was a couple of other things. Oh, the rack I drilled holes in, so my rack needs to be swapped over. So I said, you know, what's the go with all that? And he said, no, we'll pay the guy at the bike shop to swap it all over. So that was pretty nice of him. So the only thing I have to pay for is the bike shop man to build my new bike, and that's it, which is fair enough. It's not like I paid him to build the first one. I did that one myself, and yeah, so I thought, no, while it's there, I'll get it delivered to there and him to build it. That way, if anything goes wrong with this new one, the second one I'm going to get, I can say, well, old mate built it and it's still buggered, so there's something wrong with your bike. And if something does happen within the first year of this bike, I'm just going to get my money back, because that's 2 from 2 then that have failed. So I'm on 2 Facebook pages of just for these bikes, and no one else has dramas with them, and that's why I picked it, because I joined the pages. I'm just going to go for a bit of a drive and talk here. I spent the time reading through a heap of posts. I went back about 6 months on each page. There's only 2 pages, and or 2 groups, 2 Facebook groups. I went back about 6 months to a year on both of them. And apart from the normal, you know, my brakes don't work or the stand fell off or something stupid like that, there was no issues with motors, no issues with stupid noises. Everyone was really impressed in how good they are. And then I get mine, and obviously, you know, I can't buy them here, so I had to buy it from over east. So it's not like I can go to a shop and buy it, so it was hard for me to buy it, but I bought it because of all the recommendations and no one having any dramas with them. And then I get a dud, and so it was a bit disappointing. I was really looking forward to that bike, and I hung out for it to get delivered and everything, and then I only had it a week. Yeah, so, but anyway, I get a second shot at it now, I suppose, so we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I'm hoping I get a phone call tomorrow to go and pick the new one up, already built. See how we go. But yeah, if this one stuffs out, does anything, I'm just going to tell them, send it back and just give us a refund, and I'll have to start looking around for another bike, which I just couldn't find. Like, this bike fits what I wanted perfect. I didn't want a mountain bike, I just wanted a commuter hybrid kind of thing. I'm not into going off-road, and those days are way behind me. My bones don't bend anymore, they break, so, and I've proven that on the scooter, so yeah, I'm not interested in going gravel or anything like that. So just stick to the footpaths and roads and stuff. But anyway, cheers for listen to me ramble again. Hopefully this footage comes out alright, we'll see. I might just use bits and pieces, but anyway. Yeah, cheers for watching. The next video I'll do is when I get this aircon in, so hopefully that turns out alright. Catch us next time.